Hi gang. This is just a quick video, and it's not really the video that I wanted to make, but this is it. As you can see, this is Windows 10, and just to prove it, here's Cortana. Um, the thing that I've been having going on for the last 3 weeks or so is uh, I decided that I wanted to make my main computer my Linux box, so I was going to have a daily distribution or daily driver per se. And that didn't work out very well. I started with Manjaro Linux and Manjaro GNOME Edition actually. Um, the thing about Manjaro that I like is that there's no PPAs. All the software, if you know what you're looking for, is in the package manager or in the AUR, the Arch User Repository, because it's an Arch-based distribution. I had it going well for about a week, and what happened was they pushed an update, and it basically broke the window manager. Um, the system would boot just fine, but it would boot into a black screen, and I couldn't even get it to go into recovery mode or anything like that. So I zapped that distribution, and I went to Ubuntu GNOME because I like GNOME. And I got that working. I got it upgraded GNOME to 3.18, and that worked well for a couple of days. Then I decided I want to install the GIMP animation package into the GIMP, and I broke that. And I wasn't willing to go and fix it. So then I decided, well, maybe what I need is I need just straight old vanilla Ubuntu. So I went to Ubuntu, and I used that for several days, and that seemed to be working just fine, except for the networking was a problem. So because I want my Mac, my Linux box, and my PC to speak together and share files, it wasn't happening. So finally, I just decided to go back to Windows on the main PC, which I have done. And that took me only a couple of days to get up and running, and file sharing is working. I have my Mac mapped in here. I have my or this is the Linux machine, and I have my Mac over here. So if I just click this, I can get in here and look at files and things. I have nothing in there right now. I'll show you what it is in a minute. The Mac is flawlessly working, so that's not really a problem. This is good. I can now, drag and drop files between computers, and I'll show you what I put on the little PC. The mini PC was Zorin OS 10, and I was watching. Who was I watching? Linux Help Guy, and on Zorin OS 9, and I thought, well, what the heck do I have to lose? Because I needed to put something on this computer anyway. So I installed Zorin. I liked it, and I liked it enough to purchase Zorin OS. What is it? Ultimate, I think, is the situation. Let's go over here. Yeah, Zorin OS 10 Ultimate 64-bit, because I have a Zorin OS Lite, but it only comes in 32-bit distribution, and they have the Core, which is their bare bones version. This I thought I would give I gave this a shot. It worked. It was a little slow because it's 32-bit, so I went ahead and I paid the €9.99 for 64-bit, and that seems to be working well. And what we'll do right now is I'll go ahead and I will transition over. This is a really kind of a dirty video. I would have done it on on my Elgato, but I just didn't feel like hooking it up. So what we'll do is I will go over to the Sojurn machine and I will set up screen capture there. So hang on for one moment, I'll be right back. Hey, so we're back, and the quality of the microphones on here is going to be a little bit different. On my PC, I'm capturing from a Logitech C920, and from the little PC with Linux on it, I'm capturing from a Logitech C910. And I think the C910 is the better microphone, so go figure. But anyway, we are in Sojurn OS 10, and it's pretty good. What I've got going on here is there's my Windows PC mounted on the desktop, and it works well. I can get in there. I can copy things to the desktop. Let's go to pictures because that's a little bit easier. If I can. Oh, no, that's my pictures folder here locally. Hold on a second. This pictures. And let's just open something up. And I really like this picture viewer in Sojurn. It's does a pretty good job. I was doing an answer on Quora about arresting comic book images, so that's why there's a lot of Superman in here. What I really like about this distribution, and I'm not going to go into it because too much, because there's other people that do Linux distro reviews, and I'm not one of them. The main thing that I needed to have working was networking. So on this side, I have my Mac and my PC, which I call back computer, because that's what it looks like. On the sidebar here is bookmarks. So if I double click into my Mac here, what happens is that I get in here without a problem, and I wish it would thumbnail. I'm going to have to figure that one out, but that's the least of my problems right now. Everything works really well here, which I'm really surprised by, because the last 3 Linux distros couldn't do this good or this well. I don't want to have bad grammar on here. And if you unmount them, they go away really fast. It's pretty amazing. What happens is when you do file sharing, Sojurn installs the necessary components to do file sharing automatically. So once it's installed, you're covered. I'm pretty sure Samba and SMB client are installed by default, but that's not all you need. And Sojurn does it pretty flawlessly. There's also on here this web configurator, web browser program, web browser manager. And what that allows you to do is install or uninstall these 4 different browsers. There's Firefox, Chrome, the web from GNOME 3, GNOME Shell, and Midori, which is a fork of Mozilla. And I installed Chrome. Firefox is by default, and because Chrome is what I use, I'm probably eventually going to download Opera and install it, because my daughter recommended Opera to me on the PC side. She thinks it's really great. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. But for right now, this is working, and this is the way I want it. I haven't had any issues so far. Of course, I'm only a day into the Linux distillation, the Linux distribution, so it could go south at any time. Although this is Sojurn, I believe, is based on a long-term support release, so this will work for this purpose. And then if I want to review some Linux distros, I can put them in VirtualBox on the PC, because I have enough RAM to support it. So that's basically it for right now. Later on, I'm probably going to do a Linux rant video and share some of my experiences. And I don't want to get anybody like head up about these things. It's just an operating system, but these are just the observations that I made The reason I went back to Linux was because, or Linux, the reason why I went back to Windows on the main PC was because Linux wasn't getting it done for me on there. So I don't know if it was the PC itself or what, but this works flawlessly now, and that's all I'm going to say. So if you guys like this one, leave a like. If you want to subscribe, uh, leave a comment below if you feel the need. And as always, have a pleasant evening, everybody, or pleasant day wherever you are. Thanks for watching.